Hello? Bunny, 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 bunny. 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 All right. Oh, I forgot. Whoa. And oops. Fix that. Did I unplug my camera? I think I might have unplugged my camera on accident. Hold on. 1 second, chat. I'm gonna fix this. All right. Come on. Come on. There we go. And we are live. It's good chat. Back at it again with another stream. Let me just open up the chat here on my phone so I can keep track of the chatters. Call me Chattalophagus in here. So today I'm just gonna be doing whatever. Let me just make sure that you guys can hear my desktop. And I guess I'm just gonna start with some Roblox. Alright. Guys. I'm actually clip farming right now. If you guys couldn't tell. I think you guys could tell. Let's just get straight into this. I got El Trace over here for later. Looks like you guys can hear me. Press Q to grapple. Oh, it's just like Just Cause. Excuse me. Got it. Excuse me, got the chat pack. Alright, I think we're done with that game for now. Let's see what else there is. Runaways. I think I should play some Wanted. I don't understand why when I play this game, like I play as a cop, right? And like I go around and I'm killing criminals, right? And they get upset at it, you know. You would think, but like it's always like they're acting like I was hacking or something. They're acting like this was like unexpected. You're playing a game about cops and robbers, bro. If you're a robber and there's cops, eventually you're gonna get caught. Unless you're really good. There are some pretty good players. My beard looks a little bigger. Okay. Just buy some ammunition. Fix the camera. Try and center it. There we go. So, how are we feeling, chat? How's it going? Chat? Chat? I can't hear you. Chat? Alright, bro. I guess you guys just hate me. All two of you watching. You guys just hate me. That's it. You guys hate me. It's okay. I understand. I know. You guys just hate me. Got him. And that's $14 in the bag. This guy's bulletproof. This guy's name is Mr. Clutch. What does this guy think he is? Mr. Clutch or something? TS? Alright, bro. Got him. I got Mr. Clutch. You know what they say? Another day, another dollar. Am I right, chat? Guys? This thing on? You should play you could play on the Minecraft server, maybe. Okay. I'll think about it. I probably will. You know, I think these little towns and cities need someone to build them, and that somebody is me. And this somebody is getting gunned down. No, 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 no. Don't kill me and I won't kill you. Who does this guy think he is? Oh, this guy. Oh no, I had to reload. Got him. Alright, I gotta get back in a vehicle. There's another cop named Yo-Yo. Oh, there's another cop named Yo-Yo. I guess you live and you learn. Alright, bro. Boy, 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 boy. Alright. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Hello, Urim. Hello, Mandy. TL5RC. Who are you? Got him. I made a pretty penny off it too. Chill, it's me, Amanda, color guard. Alright. I believe it. I'll let it slide for now. Okay? I'll let it slide. But only for now. Okay? You guys in the chat, you need to watch out. This chat doesn't know what's coming to it. But you guys better behave. Alright, bro. TS guy. Do you guys think it's illegal to steal a car, or like do they just let you have the first one for free? Because like I'm not sure if they let you just have the first one for free, or they just like, or they like use it doesn't matter. But like you would think you get the first one for free, because like if you think about it, like what you need the car, like, and if you don't get the car, they low key just slime you out. So like, bro, like they genuinely just slime you out without the car, bro. This guy's name is Orangutan, but his avatar is a chimpanzee. I don't know what's up with that. All right. Time to pull out the interceptor. Heh. Oh, it's this guy from earlier. I remember this was the first guy I arrested. Dang it. This guy's good. Got him. Alright. Almost got this guy, I know it. Darn it! Alright. They got me. Alright. Do you guys think it would be a good idea to low-key just like, okay, the next time you go to the zoo, okay? You just let all the animals go. You take all the animals, you just let them go, okay? You want to know why? Because in the zoos, they're using the animals, they're like just putting them on display for money. If you go to a zoo right now, they're gonna pay you just to walk into the door. And then they're gonna pay you more if you want to like feed like a giraffe or something. If you don't know this already, giraffes have like really long necks. And they pay you to feed them. Like they're basically doing their own job feeding themselves to like cuz like they have the long necks. Cuz like of all the long neck, they might as well just be paying you to feed them. Cancer is bad for you. That's the title. Ipo is goated. Or however you pronounce that. Who is this? Is that Derek? I believe it is. Hippo without the H. All right. See what we got here. Okay. I think that's good enough for now. All right, guys. Oh my goodness, I forgot to buy pistol ammo. There. Silly me. Silly me. Right, I need to buy the ammo. What's up with this guy? I think it was like a little kid on. I heard like a little kid on the mic. Bro, orangutan came back for more. Come on, he's healing, he's healing. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. What? Alright, bro. There we go. I wasted all my ammo on this one guy. Play Scooby-Doo. Creature Run. Who said that? Chunky Monkey 903. You can Chunky Monkey your face. How about that? Alright, I need ammo. What's this guy doing? Okay. Hi, Crit. OMG, I love you, Urim. Who are you? Chunky Monkey 2011. Chat, is this Urim? Yes, it is. Same thing. Orange Uton. Alright, I guess we're riding the contender for now. Love you, Boo Boo Bear. Who are you? Come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Out of ammo. Come on, he's one shot! He's one shot! Come on! I'm Batman. Alright, Aaron. Alright, this guy's gonna go get more ammo. I am too. This isn't over. Whoever you want it to be, alright, bro. Boy, 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 boy. Thieg. Thieg. Alright, bro. Alright. Let me pull out the big guns for this one. Who do you think it is? I'm guessing Jesus. How many people are in the chat anyways? One person. There's one person in the chat. Alright, bro. See how Thieg does. Bro. Is it at... Bro. Exposed. Alright, I'm gonna leave Thieg alone. He's not really doing anything. I wonder what they're doing at the police station. Those two. No, bro, that ain't me. That ain't my name. Alright, bro. Alright, I need to take some attendance in the chat. Who's here? Who's here? Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. Leave down in the chat if you're watching. Let me know if you're watching. Me? Okay. Oh my goodness. Bro. Damn, everyone left for real. Then get everybody back. Like, that just send the link, bro. Send it to everybody you know. Send it to 10 people you know right now. Alright, so we got like 4 people in the chat right now. We got you. And Aaron is still here. Alright. Who can we harass now? Let's go down to Bayview. Guy had a $13,000 bounty. I made quite a bit of money back. I'm a pretty big fan of open world games, if you couldn't tell. Alright, bro. Wrap TS up. Got him. Is this guy wanted? Alright, never mind. That guy was not wanted. Oh my goodness, that was terrible. Come on. Alright. 10,000, that's pretty good. So, how we doing so far, chat? I think we're doing pretty good. I do not read Mandarin. I have no idea what that says. Moderator, translate that. Mods, translate that. How did you know? How did I know it was Mandarin? By looking at it. Alright. Boys. You could be wrong. You right, could be Japanese. That is not what Japanese looks like. There's way too many lines to be Japanese. Play Scooby-Doo Creepy Run. I don't have Scooby-Doo Creepy Run, bro. Or wasn't that a Flash game? I think that was a Flash game. No, switch. Come on, there we go. Okay, the other one's in the bedroom. Alright. I gotta heal up and reload. It's pretty intense. Okay. There we go. Got him. All in a day's work. This guy's incognito. Just play Scooby-Doo Creepy Run. It's on website. Chris has it. Alright, Christopher. Send me the link then. This guy. Got him.
Bro, stop shooting me. I ain't do anything to you.
Alright. Isn't it romantic watching you at the same time? I guess you can say that. I don't know. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna board this. I'm gonna leave now. Okay. Scooby-Doo Creepy Run. Place. Alright. No, you figured it out. Oh, okay. Let the goat play GTA 6. Alright, bro. I will not be playing GTA 6. I will not be playing GTA 6. Bro is not going back home. Bro is not going back home. Alright. Oh no! I gotta duck under the pumpkin. Hold on, wait. Is this what you wanted? Alright, this is really loud. Why is it so fired, chat? Alright, bro. Is anybody in this chat? W game. In what universe, bro? In what universe? W game in what universe, bro? Alright. What's it gonna do? I got the L Trace hooked up. Hold on. Just find my controller around here. Okay. Play the next level? No. I'm gonna play whatever I left in here. Bum. Bro. Alright, bro. Oh, I forgot it. I forgot to plug the capture card back in. You just get that little piece of information out of here. It's a power cable. Where's the HDMI cable? There it is. Not getting far without this. There we go. Change the source over here. Change the source. All right. All right, I guess the HDMI splitter that I spent like $5 on at Goodwill doesn't work. Let's see what we got here. A lot to pick from. All right, let's go with Kingdom Hearts. You guys see that? You know I can play this? Because I spent $200 back in 8th grade. Oh my goodness, I almost put that disc in upside down. To have a PS3 that can also play PS2. Get in there. Is there a disc already in there? What was in there? Oh. GTA San Andreas was already in there. Or what would you guys rather see me play? Would you guys rather see me play GTA San Andreas or Kingdom Hearts? Let me know in the chat. GTA or Kingdom Hearts? Okay, I'm getting only 2 votes. Why is the game not showing up? Right, maybe I just need to unplug it from the internet or something. Ethernet cable not connected. I just disconnected it. Okay. We got 2 Kingdom Hearts and we got 1 GTA. I really hope that it loads this time. I was about to put this in the Kingdom Hearts case. That would have been bad. Come on. Please. Pretty please. Pretty please with the cherry on top. Come on. What's wrong? Come on. This disc is like perfect too. You guys see that? You guys can see the screen in that thing. That thing's perfect. Oh, I spit on it a little. Who is this? Who is who? Yes. All right. I'm putting the disc in the right way into the console. I'm putting the disc into the disk drive. Please load. Please load. I'd spent $200 on this console. Come on. Alright, I guess we're playing something else for now. I don't know why it's not working. And I'm gonna look it up. Alright. What's up, Urim? The sky. I have to pick a different game. Y'all see the shoes? Y'all see the shoes? Okay, but a PS3 game will work. Alright. That's gonna fall. Alright. Okay. Okay. Try this one more time. That didn't work. Alright, I'm just gonna... I'm gonna deal with that later. Alright. What else we got to play? Oops. I'll play Minecraft. Cryfry 3. Is that G2A12? No. There's 7 people in the chat right now. Can we get some attendance in the chat? Who's here? If you're here, say present. Present. And accounted for. Come on, come on, come on. Christmas. Play Minecraft. Fine. I'll play Minecraft. All right. Let's see what I can do. All right. Hold on, what was the next chord? Hold on, I forgot. I kind of forgot how the last bit goes. But you guys get the idea. Thank you for the compliment. For watching. I wonder if that's true. Excuse me. This world takes a while to load because I added a bunch of mods to it. I play piano and you can play guitar. Yes, yay, yes, that is correct. Alright, let's get right into it. Oh yeah, right. Forgot to give this place some windows. And this is the entrance. I'm building a little city on this island. Don't tell anybody, but I'm using a seed map. Nobody lives here yet, but they will eventually. I like to play in a mix of creative and survival. But that's just how I do it. No. See what Mr. Bryan has to say. Alright. Alright. One down. One to go. Targets eliminated. Mango. Alright, bro. Junior Ivy 2WF. Who are you? I don't know who that could possibly be. Alright, what do I got in terms of material? Whoops. You know who I am. I don't. Oh, wait, never mind. No, I don't know who that is. Yes, you do. I'm sure I do. I just can't tell who it is. BRB. Alright. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Aaron. How many people are watching right now? 5. That means there's 5 people right now in the chat that are watching right now. Genuinely. Arigato. Gozaimasu. Alright, bro. Wrap it up. Alright. I think it's probably time to start furnishing this place. So I'm going to go into creative and do that. Alright, bro. It's a Diddy Blood from Ohio. You should show them the other town, maybe. I will, once I'm done with this one. Okay. I made this to be on this little island. Eventually there's gonna be more, but for now this is it. Okay. You should low-key 1v1 me. You should 1v1 your face. 1v1 your face. Boy. Boy. Hold on, let's check this one out. Hold on, I messed it up already. Hold on. Boy. Alright. Alright. Alright, we're going somewhere. We're going somewhere with this one. Okay, so this guy can be whatever that does. And then this other guy can be a farmer. Never mind, that's a fisherman. Where's the compost box? Alright. We're getting somewhere, guys. We're getting somewhere. And then put that in the middle. Excuse me. You know what? I'm gonna put a chair in here. Just for fun. Never mind, there's no space for a chair. That doesn't make sense, never mind. Not there, at least. Fireplace tools. I want to put them right here. Okay. So this guy's a farmer. Okay, this land right here. Get the shovel. And some water. Get the hoe. Some water. What are they gonna grow here? Onions. They're gonna grow onions or something. I don't know. Okay, in terms of seedage, we got okay. All right. Onion. I'm gonna make it red onion, so why not? Your face, how about that? Says the Diddy Blood from Ohio. That was literally in Ohio with the Diddy Blood. That was actually a Diddy Blood from Ohio, from actually like Ohio. Like genuinely from Ohio, like actually like just genuinely like a Diddy Blood from like the Ohio Diddy Blood, like actually. Boy. How did this happen? Okay. I'm gonna put some farmland here, which will have some corn. Is there squash? Are there beans? Well, there isn't any squash, but there's beans. That'll work for now. Bum 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 bum. Oops. Okay, phrase how about that. What did I get? All right. So this guy will operate 2 farms. Not actually, because I'm gonna put another building here. This guy's gonna live in a tiny little house. You know what? I'll let him keep that window. Put a little window to the outside. That cannot be good. Put a couple of those down. There's a composter. And a bed. And we got civilization going. Civilization. I'll stay right here. Bum 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 ba bum 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 bum. Civilization. I'll stay right here. Bum 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 ba dum. Oh my goodness. There's no way. There's actually no way, bro. That's actually the first time I've ever seen that happen. Oh, I gotta clip that. What is the clip button? Alright. Chat, someone in the chat clip that. I'm gonna kill it now. Civilization, I'll stay right here. Just gonna put down a couple villagers. Here are the villagers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. They can get assigned jobs later. 2. 1, 2. And 1. No, you actually don't need to give soldiers beds. And then I'm gonna put a couple in here. It's supposed to be like a lighthouse, but as you can tell, it's currently far from it. Just gonna put 2 of those in here. Put a couple up there. Just lookouts. Or just maybe just 1. And I'm gonna put 3 down here in the little tower I made for them. And now I'm gonna show you where the real magic happens. Alright. Are you playing Bedrock or Java? I'm currently on Minecraft Bedrock. Thank you for asking. There's a little peninsula with this ocean monument above ground. These things are pretty hard to beat. No, Diddy. There's some ruins up here. There's a little village over here, which means that my village should be in this direction. I believe so. Yep. Land ho! There's a little house that's up on the mountain. I remember that. There's the village. And this is where the magic happens. Let me just land here. Actually, got somewhere we need to start. Hold on. Hello? Alright. Alright, we start here at spawn. I made this little sum. That is right at 0, 0. I remember when I started playing on this world, this place was a lot worse. I had to fill in a whole bunch of creeper holes. It was very difficult to survive this place. Because the spawn is in a dark forest, but I added soldiers in, and they protect this place. Alright. So this is where the magic happens. Alright, I gave everything fun little names. I gave everything names of indigenous languages from of people from these respective biomes. So since that's a jungle, every little town I'm going to show you has a name from from an Amazonian tribe. I forgot which one. I think it was called the Ticuna tribe or something like that. Okay. This is Daihiru. Population 8. 8 people live in this little city. This is kind of like the flag for the people of the jungle, and this come in handy later. Ihiru means like baby or something. And I named it that because this is like right next to spawn, so it's like where it's like, yeah, you get the idea. And then following the torches. 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 We get to Nagueshe with a population of 5. This one I'm pretty sure meant something like black blood. The reason I did that is because 1, it sounded cool. That's it. And then I put some copper and some it's not copper. I put some coal and some redstone in here just to make sense. You know, just so it fits in. And that's how this one got its name. And this spooky little forest. And we go around. And should be somewhere nearby. Oh, never mind, that's not mine. These are ruins. These spawn occasionally. Just follow the coast. There's these nice beaches. And sand and stuff. Where is this village? There it is. I believe this was the largest. Okay. Alright. I believe this is the largest settlement I made. Never mind, this is just Daihiru again. This has a population of 8? Somewhere. There's 3 in the forest. Not in the forest, in the jungle. Okay, there's 1. Over there should be 2. Where's the 3rd one? Huh. I guess I didn't make a 3rd one. Okay. Okay, and then I found this tower. This one just spawned in naturally, guys. I promise. I promise this one just spawned in naturally. Hold on. There's this little village up in the sky. These things spawn in kind of rarely. Yep, they're sleeping right now. The reason for this is that there used to be a mod that made like pillagers spawn in just like everywhere. Pillagers just like spawned everywhere, bro. So when we got up here, we were fighting pillagers. They were like stuck in the little sheep pen right over there. So we kind of made these little fortifications, and we kind of drilled a hole through this guy's house. There used to be sheep in here, and actually we lived in here for a little. There's our 2 beds. There's some chainmail. There's some stuff we used. Is there actually anything left in the furnace? Okay, didn't leave anything in the furnace. There's that flag again. It'll come in handy later. Alright, bro. Alright, let me get caught up. And that's the other guy. 2 people live here. Alright, then we go down to the savannah. And there's 2 villages down here. This first one. Neat little niche little village. Got some villagers. And we got a totem over here. That one just spawned in naturally. I didn't make that. That one's pretty big, I guess. But there's another one that's bigger, and it's over here. There used to be a blacksmith yes, there was a blacksmith encased in this tomb over here. But since then we've released the blacksmith because I put the blacksmith in there because like it had a good trade, and this was still when pillagers would spawn. So I encased him in this little tomb until it was safe to extract him. But anyways, here's this other little village. I think I spawned in too many soldiers in here once. Yeah, now the villagers stutter. I'm gonna kill some of these villagers just to ease up. Okay. And then this last location, we're actually going to head to on foot. Just so you can see the grandiosity of it as it develops. We start right here at this little outpost. If I can get up. Alright, bro. Okay. Start at this outpost. Oops, did not mean to do that. We stayed up here for a little. I think one singular night just for safety. We move. Excuse me, a little further west. And you see this wall. And that's when you know it's business time. See that flag? That's where it came from. This forest actually wasn't here originally. This forest is kind of artificial. Not kind of, it is artificial. I put all these trees here, and there's this chest with like trees with like saplings and beds and stuff. And then we arrive to Suryakobumi. It's a city, and each little section of the city is the city's divided into villages. This means I think it was city in the clouds or something like that in Nepali, and this means fort in also Nepali. I pronounced that really, really bad, by the way, just so you guys know. What is this? Park to be named. I have not named this park. Leave a little comment down below what I should name this park. Have you beaten the game? No, why would I do that? Got this little park here, this little niche little park. This little place where the soldiers would go to guard this place when the pillagers used to come around. When I come around, you know that one. These stairs over here, and we got this little military barracks situation going on with this little button situation for the door. And then we got just a little house in here. All the chests are empty, just so you know. We got the little underground little fishing type little fish village, because I know this water runs by. So I thought, why not put some here? There's already cave right here. Might as well put something. And there's blacksmith and a tanner that live there. And then there's another fisher that lives over here. And then this is where the miners live. There's a blacksmith here. I don't know what he's still doing here. As you can tell, this game is very laggy. And come up. These streets have name. This one specifically is called Bunker Avenue, because there's two bunkers on it, one on the east and west end, and then here's the what would that be, the northern entrance. Why does the horizon look like that? I think it's because of the biome I'm in. Here's another entrance down to the mines, and then we go on, what is this? Grand Avenue. This is where the original couple houses were. I think it was just 1, 2, 3, something like that. I think actually it was just these 3 houses, and eventually they got put together. Around here, we got the Grand Bazaar. It's a marketplace where you find everything you need. We've got some stuff you could buy. There's a guy selling gems, pottery, woods, and this is where the cartographer lives. And here's a little mappington of the village, and you can of the city, I should say, and you can see kind of a little bit the city over there. That's the watchtower, and you can see the wall. You can see where the wall is, or at least the parts of this wall that I made. There's a more complete wall that surrounds like the main parts of the city, but this outer part isn't walled in yet. So but these parts are. The city does have proper walls. All right, you can see. All right, let's take a look at that later. Anyways, that's the Grand Bazaar. This is called Royal Street. Yep. Sorry, Palace Street. And this is the Grand Palace, open to the public. Alright, we'll check that out later. Louisiana, enter at your own risk. I actually forgot to rename that sign specifically. Grand Avenue, this is where someone lives. I think this was a house for a soldier, because it's got this platform here. And then down here lives another soldier, probably. I don't know. This is where some of the this place was meant for the shooters. That's why there's this big platform out there, and why there's 2 doors and a big window, so you can get as good of a view. And then down here lives a blacksmith or something. I don't know. What was down here? Just some mines. 2 villagers and a tiger, I guess. I was playing Minecraft with Chris. That's nice. There's this little monument with some Ultisol from the Ihiru rainforest. And then right here there's these 2 houses that are right next to each other that were kind of like built into the mountain. I still remember when this wall wasn't here yet. I still remember this wall didn't used to be here because I don't know. Anyways, we get to the palace. These are all from past like past pillager encounters. There weren't necessarily the full scale kind of raids you would expect, but they were raids. But it was usually in like groups of like 5 pillagers. But they have like a ton of health, bro. I was hitting them with this sword, and it genuinely took like a minute or something per pillager, and that was like with the help of the villager soldiers, bro. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a little place here you can drop down. That was put there before the gates were open. Once the pillagers were gone, because I got rid of that mod. Um, population 18. Yep. I really need to update that population actually. Then go up here. So soldiers live. And we go up here. And I was just kind of working on converting this into a church. There's some plum juice and some bread in there. There's community chests with like bread and stuff and whatever. And then up here, got some chickens over here, and it was really laggy. This is where some soldiers were supposed to live. This is where I kind of like bridged over to like make this part. You'll see why. Go up here. And this is my little base. This is our little base. Originally this thing in the middle wasn't there. This thing naturally spawns in. You can see there's another one over there. These like floating islands and stuff just naturally spawn in. But this one has been, like worked in, had some work done on it over time. The cobblestone generator and stuff is still here. But we got rid of the fences from this area once we put this little lake in. Like, and there's the seals, Sealden and Celia, and there's also some dugongs in here. Who else was around? Our various dogs, Doña Florinda, she's around too. Mew, the cat. Alright, she's not getting out of the way. That's just a storage room, and that is the bedroom, and up here is the little balcony, and these chairs work. There's the, excuse me, there's the disc player, and just go down. Continue right where we left off. And this is Chickalissa. Enter at your own risk. This place always had like scorpions or something spawning in. And also it was pretty big, so there was a lot of pillagers too. Not a lot, but every once in a while pillagers would spawn inside the walls. But yeah, I think this is probably like the best city we got. That guy's always been stuck in the chest. There's 2 villagers that had their that I named because I remember they spawned in as babies and they survived all the way up until they survived like a couple in-game days, and they survived all the way up until I got rid of the pillagers. Like the pillager raids. They should be somewhere around here. I named them something like strength and resilience, something like that. Anyways, we got this little house here. Got the stuff right there. We got the little we got the guy with the shield over there, the mannequin, and then we got the little farm. We got this little farmer over here, this little farming situation. The ladder goes down. And then you can go over here on the street, and this is the market where you can buy things. So for being like, had that little vendor, and there's gang. This is calm, and we got this building, and there's there's the cows, and you go down here, and you got more sleeping, and as you go, the butchers and the Fletcher is doing something, and I got this building here. This little part hasn't been utilized yet, and this one is just used for beds. And This one has a nice little entrance over here. You can go in and you can look around, and there's a courtyard, and you can go out, and there is another bunker in here, and there's a lookout here, and then there's shoot the bad guys. Alright, bro. Chat, where'd you guys go? And there was this little exit over here. There's a little entrance on this area. And there was this other little building. This guy's where he was wearing cleaning the cloth, and there's another courtyard, but this time the courtyard is an entrance outside. And this then is stuff, and then the hallway with all the chests. Then you go over here, and the hallway continues. The guy where the books, and there's the bookstore. And then we continue over here to another bunker. This is another bunker in the desert, because the pillagers used to spawn in this area, in this uninhabited area. And there's some ruins over here, and there's this dead tree, and there's this one on top of the hill. And then there's this thing, a monument to those who died in the line of duty. Your efforts have not been forgotten. In dedication to the 200 soldiers from Louisiana, I haven't updated that yet. In dedication to the 700 soldiers from Killa, I tried to estimate how many soldiers I spawned in these specific areas when the pillagers would come around. These numbers are not exaggerations, by the way. These aren't made up. These are genuinely estimations for how many soldiers I had to spawn in. Based on the amount of times I got a stack of spawn eggs in my inventory, and I used them. In dedication to 100 royal soldiers from Surya Kobhumi, that means they were spawned in up there, they were from this area. But most of the soldiers were from down there in Killa. Okay. In dedication to the 50 civilians and all others unaccounted for from the kingdom of Suryat Kobumi. And then I made my best little interpretation of a soldier. I like how this one came out. He's got 2 tiers. One is a tier, and the other one is sunshine. Did I put anything inside? No, I did not. Okay. And then there's also this little watchtower. It'll eventually be converted, but there's also this dugong pool. This didn't naturally spawn in. There was a little dip in the terrain right here, and I decided to wall it in. And this is and now there's an artificial lake here, and this where they live. And there's also this tower in the desert that also naturally spawned in. And I don't know if you can see it, but you can't really see it, but the peninsula that this base is on is shaped kind of like a dragon, you know? Over here you got the mouth, that's where the snout goes. Up there is the horn, and then right in the center where the eye is where the eye would be is the main base. See right there, right where the eye would be. And that's the neck. This map itself is not the map, but the seed is it's a continent, and I looked at it, and it's genuinely shaped like a dragon. Like, if you guys saw it too, you'd say it was a dragon. It's a desert, and there's this big lake in the center, or I guess this big sea. Yes, that is correct. I've been doing this for some seagrass. Encoding overload. Consider turning on video settings or using faster encoding processor. Okay, so there's this like little prison out in the desert, and they've got a little dog captive, which we're gonna have to deal with later. There's coconut trees, but for some reason the coconuts don't work. And there's the pirate ship, which has all the bad guys in it, and you gotta kill them. And then this place, this like little piece of jagged savanna, I'm where like the dragon's claws would have been, or where the dragon's claws are, which I think was a pretty cool detail on the math's side. Like I'm glad the math did that. And there's this island with a village in it, even though like on the seed map this is supposed to be a bigger island, but I guess it's a kind of New Zealand situation. Because this is pretty shallow water, so maybe it was all this little shallow piece. I have not seen this before actually. How did I miss this thing? How did I miss this thing? Oh my goodness, this thing is tough. Anyways, yeah, there's more stuff up there. I did not notice that before. There's another one of those. It's time to return to civilization. Civilization. I'll stay right here. I kind of remember this little. I remember this one savannah being bigger than it actually is. It's pretty small. I guess I was pretty far from home, and I was traveling by boat when I was here for the first time. So yeah, I think it's really tough when like trees do this, where they're like all the way at the tippy top of like a big spike or whatever, or a mountain or something. All right. All right. And then we're back at this familiar village. And from here, we can check out the rest. There's only two other little fortresses, colonies, I guess you could say. Outposts, whatever you'd like to call it. Little villages that are further away from the main city. But they're still on the same continent. Alright, bro. The first one you already saw. I don't think you guys need to see that one. So, we're going to take a look at one that is in a snowy biome. Civilization. I'll stay right here. Oh yeah, there's this. I think it was actually Ihiru. It's on an island that's shaped like a lot like the country of Guyana. or was it Ihiru? I can't remember. Yes, it is. Okay, that's no, it's okay. So it goes down there. That's the bottom half. That's the top half. I think you guys can definitely see Guyana, right? I mean, it's a little skinny right there. It's Guyana with a skinnier waist. You guys see it, right? Like if you just fill in that little part, it's Guyana. It's Guyana. There's this big building over there, and then there's that aspen forest. There's this massive swamp. It goes on for a lot. Um, I find this thing really cool as the swamp transitions into a tundra. It made this thing spawn, which I think was really cool, and I think it's also really cool that it's the tallest tree, and on this like little mountain. I think that's really cool. Then you get to the redwood forest, and then there's some like red trees over here, which I thought was pretty cool. Oh yeah, these things. These things are like dungeons. Let me see if I can just go inside once to show you guys. All right. Was basically just like a one room dungeon, and then it just keeps on going down. I don't know why, but there's more like little Sky Island villages in the snowy tundra. The snowy biomes. Sorry. That's like a mansion or some. Um, I remember this one. There's the cherry blossom forest nearby, so that means I need to go in this direction to find what I'm looking for. There's the ice spikes. Okay, there's one village. And there's another one that's up in the sky. Take a look at that one. It's just a nice little village. There's a villager, there's another one. They're the villagers. And then there's the sheep in their little igloo. That kind of stuff happens. I don't know why. Like the ice just doesn't form in some areas. Are those ruins? Those are ruins. Okay, there's Herobrine. All right, so we're in the right direction. I don't know why there's so many of these sky islands in this specific area. There's a creeper. There's one of those. There's one of those bases. That's a castle full of skeletons. There's another one of these temples. There's this village right here. Um, and there's this like fortress. This is Lord Frostshire's fortress. I think it was. Where is he? He's somewhere around here. I think he's dead actually. But yeah, um, there was this fort I made called, or sorry, just a little town called Kim Kim Kimqua Kimkoyad, which I think I actually don't remember what it was called, what it meant. I think it meant something like seal or some. It just I just put it on this island in the middle of a lake. For some reason the ice here didn't spawn. Um, but it's okay, cause I prefer my ice crushed. All right, bro. Anyways, you go inside. You just got the little farmers owners. They just got to go upstairs and go to the little stairs, and you can look out, and then some walls. You can go up there, and you can find a way up the stairs. You can just find a way. There's like you can look around, look for it. You can go up for here, and then there's seals all around. I just made little seals, and you can just go around, and if you actually want to go to that other section, you actually have to go underground. There's no entrances or exits for that other part. It's completely safe. And then there's also these two, and they got a little bit of Aldisol from Ihiru, you know. And then we come up here, and this is where they sleep. And there's the fishers, and there's a little greenhouse and the campfire, and this little lookout tower where you can look out from. Look out! And you can tell it snows a lot here. And that's about it. Also, that little island, there's a lot of, you can tell there were a lot of fights between strays and villager soldiers from the amount of XP on the ground. Speaking of strays, there's one over here. I think that's going to be enough for today. So I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.